here's why your manifestation is not working. And in this video I'm going to dive into my experience of manifestation, and one of the things that I've discovered is the key to manifesting and raising our vibration. So make sure you stick around for the entire of the video, because there's something big that I want to share with you all today. Let's dive in. So in New Age spirituality, you often hear things like law of attraction, manifestation, there's a manifestation mindset, there's a manifestation coach, all these things to do with like manifesting our reality, manifesting abundance, more wealth, more money. And the thing is, it is true. What we put out in the world is what we are manifesting. So manifestation is to do with the reflection of our inner world. Actually, I was asked a question in my online community saying, what do you believe in as manifestation? What are your thoughts of manifestation? And do you do any practices for manifestation? And I answered with this, which is we are always manifesting. Whether you are consciously aware of it or not, we as humans, we are manifesting because the manifestation process is in the mental realm. It starts in the mental realm of the thoughts. What thoughts we are holding on to, and the frequency of those thoughts will be reflected back to us through our manifestations. So if we are holding thoughts of lack, we will see things reflected back to us that confirm that lack. So you often may see things, well, you may know of somebody that is very negative, very down and depressed, and you realize that the more down and depressed they are, the more they keep themselves in this cycle, this spiral, and the more shitty things happen, and the more they see and experience more shitty things. And this is how law of attraction happens. Firstly, before we dive in, I want to let you all know about this huge announcement that I have. The doors are now officially open to my signature group coaching program with the option of one-to-one coaching too. It's a 5-week process that we go through step by step with 5 modules. There's 20 teachings in there, there's course material, and as well as weekly live calls. And if you sign up today, you receive 3 bonuses. You'll receive a shadow work PDF workbook, you'll receive my inner child healing workshop, and you'll also receive an creating safety in the body tutorial. So if you want to come and join us and join a community of like-minded people, click the link in the pinned comments below to sign up today, and don't forget that you'll receive those bonuses as well. So with that all being said, let's dive back in. Because we are giving off a frequency of a particular feeling, it's that like attracts like. So whatever the frequency match is will be reflected back to us. We will manifest that. So this is where you may hear of people talking about the visualization technique with manifestation, thinking of positive thoughts, thinking of better thoughts, positive vibes only, love and light, because they think that if they have a more positive outlook on life, more positive emotions, and they'll have more positive experience in life. They'll manifest more happy and abundant things. So when it came to this question, this person asked me, I was like, yes, I am always manifesting, because we are always manifesting whatever frequency we are operating off. What that means, we will be in alignment with something at that same frequency. So if we are visualizing something, if we have that thought of something negative, we're more at a match with that frequency, because everything starts in the mental realm. It's always the thought process before something manifests. But when we're actually going through that manifestation experience, we're trying to do the visualization, what works for one person may not work necessarily for another person. But here is why your manifestation is just not working at all. When I first went through my spiritual awakening in around about early 2021, I started to wake up. I started to experience a spiritual awakening. And when I was going through that, I was in an elevated state of consciousness. My emotions were more positive. I was experiencing more love, joy, peace, and I was just so blissed out. I felt so connected to like nature and earth, going for walks and everything. And so I was feeling really like happy a lot of the time, very compassionate, very genuine, feeling very generous and in gratitude a lot. So when I was experiencing these, I was able to manifest just like that. Every time I was thinking of something, it was just happening. And I'll tell you a funny little thing as well. 2 funny things that happened to me when I was in these more positive states. This one time when I was going on a walk, I was going to a viewpoint up in my local area, and I was walking up there and I thought, when I get there, I'm gonna take my shoes off, we're gonna like connect to the earth, like barefoot. And then I thought, well, what if people are there? What people are gonna think of me? Oh no, my fear of like judgment came up. And then I thought, oh, I'll just pretend that I've got a stone in my shoe and like have to take my shoe off or something. I'll make some excuse up like that. And then literally 30 seconds later, maybe 5 minutes later, I don't know, it's a very short period of time, I actually ended up having a stone in my shoe, which resulted in me actually taking my shoes off. And I know that sounds a bit like, oh, maybe that's a coincidence, but it happened to me time and time again when I was first going through my spiritual awakening. There was another time when our kettle had broken, and we had to order a new kettle, and I was thinking that, oh my god, when's this new kettle gonna come? Because I was trying to fiddle around with the old one. Maybe I was trying to make a cup of tea or something. And then as I thought that, literally 30 seconds later, I shit you not, the doorbell went. Well, someone knocked at the door, and it was the delivery guy with the kettle. And these are only little things, but it shows how in tune we can be and with our manifestation process, and be in tune with when things are going to happen. And so it was all because I was in a higher vibrational state. So when we're in a higher vibrational state, and this was the thing, this just clicked for me when I went through my spiritual awakening and I was in a high vibration. It made sense to me. Law of attraction and everything made sense to me. Manifestation made sense to me, because it all came down to your vibration. If you are in a high vibration, you are more likely to manifest. But how actually was I able to sustain and get into the higher vibration? This is the one thing that people forget to do and don't realize. This is why they are not manifesting. And so what I realized, what was helping me to raise my vibration, was when I did all of my inner work. When I did the inner child healing, when I was letting go, reframing, doing the belief work, sitting in meditation, connecting back to myself, I was releasing all of that resistance that was holding me back from being in expanded consciousness, which is a higher vibration. So imagine it like a bob in the ocean, or a cork that is on the top of water, and all your emotional baggage, your pain, your wounds, your people pleasing, everything is holding that down. And so when you let go, and when you do the inner work, do the shadow work, you let go of it and it rises back to the top of the surface. So that is the same as raising your vibration. And this is the key. This is the one thing I did, because when I first went through my spiritual awakening, what awoken me really was actually going on a inward journey of self-discovery, healing. I went and bought myself a shadow work journal. I dove straight into shadow work, sat with myself. I stopped hiding from my emotions, stopped pressing and suppressing my emotions that I was holding on to, and I was just connecting back to the self. I was bringing it back home. And so this was what enabled me to raise my vibration, and then I was manifesting. Because when you let go, you let in, you get rid of the crap. So your vessel is open for you to receive. So when we are open to receive, we're in more higher vibration, we're more in flow, so then we become the same match, the same frequency as those things we want to attract in our life and manifest. We want the relationship, we want the abundance, we want the healthy lifestyle. And when I released all of that, I embodied this new version of myself, this higher vibrational version of myself that was a match for that manifestation, of that version of myself that I wanted to become. So that is the key. This means going inward and doing the belief work and all that before you embark on your manifestation journey, doing all of that inner work. So if you want to learn everything that I've discovered in my own healing, things that raise my vibration, things that help me to become more embodied, help me to let go, so then I was able to manifest that higher version of myself, be in more alignment with that, and release myself from the emotional suffering, then you can come and join me on my 5-week integrated self Wombs to Wisdom program.